Welcome guys, we have a question in Math Paper 2 for the year 2023 for the internals. Now this is under the geometric progression. So let's look at the question. The nth term of geometric progression is given by 180 multiplied by 1/2 raised to the power n. Find the first question. We just want 3 terms. Now if you look at this question, it may seem to be hard for some people, but the important thing that you're supposed to do here is what you've learned you need to now apply. So we are just thinking about the application. Now how can we find the first 3 terms? So we'll consider this one as our term number 1, term number 2, term number 3. So this is what we want according to the question. Now, the general formula for the GP is given by this. Tn is equal to A multiplied by R raised to the power n minus 1, where A is equal to the first term, then n is equal to the number of terms that you're dealing with, so number of terms. Then for R is the common ratio. So common ratio is the number that can be multiplied by a given term to form the next term. Now, if you look at this formula and what you are given here, we have some similarity, though it's not exactly the same. So we have been given this formula where we are told nth term is given by 180, then multiplied by half raised to the power n. So if we can see that, we can see that this part is similar to this part, which means that the number that we have inside the bracket represents our common ratio. So this is 1/2. 1/2 is same as 0.5. So since it's paper 2, if you want you can use 0.5, that's okay. Now after we are done identifying this, now how can we apply the information that we know with the formula that we are given to find the first term? So to find the first term, it simply means that n is equal to 1, because we are looking at the number that is on position 1. So where there is n, we are going to plug in 1. So it's half raised to the power 1, which is anything raised to the power 1 is 1/2. 180 times 1/2 is 90. So half of 180 is 90. So that's what it means by 1/2. If you want, we can say 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 18, that's 9, plus this 0, we have 90. 90 multiplied by this one, we get our 90 as our first term. Now, if you look at the common ratio that we have, which is 1/2. So to find the second term, it's easy. We just get 90 divided by 2. So 90 divided by 2 is 45. Then 45 divided by 2 will give us 22.5. So this is how we can find the final answer. Now if you don't want to divide by 2, you can just punch this on a calculator. You can just say 90 multiplied by 0.5, you still get 45, times 0.5, you still get 22.5. So whenever you multiply a number by a 0.5, that simply means that you just find the half of the number. Or if you want, we can still use the formula, since we are given the formula. So the formula is still nth term is equal to 180 times half raised to the power n. So if you want the number on position 2, this time we are going to say n is equal to 2. So let's substitute where n is equal to 2. So if we say n is equal to 2, which is 1/2 times another 1/2. So 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. So if you divide 180 divided by 4, I'm still getting 45 as my second term. So if I want, I can still find the third term. This time you just substitute n with 3 since 22.5 is on position number 3. So this is how this question was supposed to be answered. Okay, so we move on to Roman number 2, where we are told to find the common ratio, and as we can see, the common ratio is just half of 0.5. So this is our answer. We are just getting the number inside the brackets. Now we move on to question 3, where I want to find the sum to infinity. So for us to use the formula first, we need to identify if the common ratio is greater than 1 or less than 1. Now since it's a fraction, or whenever you have a 0 point something, then the common ratio is less than 1. So when the common ratio is less than 1, the formula that you are supposed to use for sum to infinity is this one. So you say S with this symbol for infinity is equal to first term divided by 1 minus the common ratio. So first term, remember we said is 90, okay, over 1 minus. Now the common ratio that I'm going to use is for 0.5. Since for 0.5 I don't have to find the lowest common denominator, but if you use 1 it will be 1 minus half. So you need to now simplify this as a fraction. So 90 over 1 minus 0.5, if you punch that one on a calculator, you are getting 0.5. Whenever you divide a number by 0.5, just double the number. So 90 times 2 is 180. So this is our sum to infinity, because 90 is same as 1 over 2. We say 0.5 is same as 1 over 2, and according to the rules of division, we know that we can change this division into multiplication, and the denominator becomes the numerator, which is 2 over 1. You know that 90 times 2 will give us 180 over 1. 1 times 1 is 180, and 180 will still get 180 as our final answer. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.